done for yourself and your machine is lying vacant. There are many others who would like to polish their plates. You need this as an option. You make up your machines first. So if you are able to help some people or other people, you need to have that machine. So slowly you will recover some money.
And something you can get well from the because I think for example in my days, usually by the time there is like a month, like a 10 days, like such that the plant and we just leave it over there. And the entire thing is reused to burn the same thing.
Yeah. There is nothing called waste today. Trash is cash. You need to waste it. Yeah, but the amount of oil you will get is not good. Actually, many people don't really do it because it's hardly so. You need so much of leaves to get this much oil. So many people don't get into turmeric leaf oil extract. At some point, I'll introduce you to another gentleman called Mr. Ganesh. He's from Karwar, and he's also on my he's doing a 5,000 square feet project this year in Karwar. He's been farming for a long time. So he does a lot of extraction of different oils and stuff from different plants. So I can introduce you to Ganesh. You can see a very knowledgeable guy and hands-on farmer. He does for several crops.
एक टन वीट में 1 kg ऑयल निकलता है। एक टन वीट में से 1 kg ऑयल। one ton.
Ah, that's right. It is very less.
Yes.
It's a lot of work and it's fractional distillation.
We are working on the essential oil. Just
No,
like lemongrass.
Yeah. That you do fractional distillation.
No. Steam distillation.
Okay. Steam distillation. So, you're talking about media. So media is very, very important. You cannot make mistakes with media. If you make a mistake with media, you had it. So you have to be very careful because I remember going to Gujarat many years back, somewhere in 2008-9, wilderness farm, 32 acres. So when I went there, there were 3 friends or whatever they were. They all came together and did X number of, they did it in one area. They all had invested. The thing is, they had no idea of what is hydroponics. They had no idea of the science, nothing. They just thought, cocoa pit mein dal do ho jayegi. I went there. The first thing I saw was their agronomist. So the agronomist was a chap who had just passed out of college just 3 months back. He was looking after 32-acre farm. And to be honest, we all know what they teach in our agri university. Anyway, so I asked this guy, how's the cocoa pit? He said, damn good, sir. He said, what do you mean damn good? What is the EC? Hi, sir. I knew that they had purchased from some trader high EC unwashed cocoa bean those days for 75 paisa or 1 rupee kilo. The entire farm was a failure because the media was perfect. 32 acres, imagine. 32 acres. How much of cocoa bean? But the thing is, because it was cheap and they didn't know that there is some quality to be seen in cocoa bean, nothing is grown. They lost their money. So, it's very important that you get the media. Momentary you pay through your nose.
What is the average cost?
Polachi is main. It's like a jungle of coconut trees.
They actually supply cocoa bean to tulip growers.
You said?
No,
They. Yeah. In Netherlands.
yes, and they have to maintain this.
Oh yes, they have. They have. That's one good thing about a RHP certified company. You can blindly buy. You don't even have to take it, test it, do nothing. You can just blindly buy it. But they're expensive. Obviously, they're expensive because they spend so much money to keep that RHP going. Yeah.
What is the average price for the cocoa bean?
In recent times, it is because recently there was excessive rain in Tamil Nadu, so the prices. It's also driven by this rain business. Because if there's too much rain, they can't dry the cocoa bean. This time the price shoots up. Recently, I remember it almost went to 28, 30 rupees kilo. Normally, as an average, what I saw in the last few years, it's been around 18 to 22 rupees per kilo. And when these rains come, even if they are not affected, they'll still raise price. And if you're desperate, you have to buy. That's the only thing.
The only cocoa bean is required.
No other media. Another thing that all of you must remember is that please don't what do you call it? Please don't mix any cow dung into your cocoa peat, gomutra, and what are the other things they use in organic? Jivamrita. Never. This is my advice. Never mix any of those things. Not because they are not good. Cow urine, for example, cow urine is good, but what if the cow is suffering from some digestive problem or something, and its urine is infected? How will you know? You'll take every day. You'll take it for testing or what? Please don't mix any of these things. Please don't even use them as foliar sprays and other things. It's not necessary. It can, especially when you're buying cocoa peat at such a high cost, and after that you're mixing a non-sterile media into that. What are you doing? You're making the media absolutely non-sterile. Absolutely non-sterile. Why would you do that? So please don't do any of those things. Don't mix any of these things that are used in the. Let the organic way. If you're doing, you do it. But please don't mix any of this because it's not a good idea. And many people come to me and say, why can't we put vermiculite? Why we cannot put perlite and this and that? They are all expensive. And the vermiculite and the perlite that you get in India are not horticultural grade. They are not horticultural grade. They are industrial grade perlite. The perlite used in India for industrial purposes is used for cooling towers. They are used for cooling towers. You know the big cooling towers? We use it for that. But that is not useful for horticulture. The real perlite media used for horticulture has its own characteristics. Air-filled porosity, water-holding capacity. So why would you go and buy such expensive stuff when it's not needed is my question. There's no need to do it. Just good quality cocoa peat with good drainage, with good air-filled porosity, the right low EC media if you have. Just be happy with that and just go for it. Don't unnecessarily mix things. And vermiculite. Vermiculite is basically related, or it's a close cousin of mica. You know mica? Mica is carcinogenic. Mica is carcinogenic, and vermiculite is a kind of mica itself. And many parts of the world where people were using vermiculite are now not using it because it's a carcinogenic agent. Cocoa peat is a resource of our country. Use it. Even if you have to import perlite, horticultural perlite is very expensive. Even the rock wool, there's a company called Grodan. Grodan is the world's best rock wool manufacturer for horticulture. You know, they're very expensive, each cube. They're not cheap. Why would you do that? Use something else. You have to see what is that? At the end of the day, the whole idea is you should make money.
So with the cocoa peat, whatever you said, if I have a low EC and
The right.
holding water and whatever,
Yeah.
even all of them having, is there a possibility that I buy a cocoa which is already being used once and without my knowledge now I'm taking it? Is that possible?
You cannot buy a block which has already been made from used cocoa peat. Nobody would do that.
And once I get that block and all these parameters are settled, so can I simply wash it once and start using it, or I have to take some chemicals?
If you have purchased low EC cocoa peat, you have tested it before placing a larger order, you still can test. If you like, what is the EC pH? I'll tell you the method how it's done at home. End of the day, if you're going to again wash it, you're wasting, you know how much of water you need to do that. Why would you waste that water? And if you're using an RO plant, it doesn't make sense.
How simply use it?
Yeah, I can agree, even if you're First of all, if it's okay, why would you do it? If it is more than 4.5 and you want to bring it down before you plant, and your source water itself is below 0.5, it's fine. But making RO water just to do that may not be a very good idea because it costs money, man, energy to make RO water. And reverse osmosis, 100 liters of water, only you get 40 liters. Rest of the 60% is waste. Think about it. 60% is waste in RO. You have to give them more water. So you should also make sure that right, they'll go to whichever one is free and bring it, but they may not have the right characteristics. Then what do you do? So what we say is, assuming that 20,000 liters is at the maximum per day that you need, you can also have a reservoir or a tank made underground, which is 5 times. That means it caters for 5 days. So if your pump fails, like when you're in a rural area, it's very hard. By the time they repair it, bring it, put it, you know how much time it takes. It doesn't happen in one single day. Have you seen it happen? Never happens. So you should have reserve water capacity ideally. Or if you have 2 borewells in your land and you think that they are both are good, you can tap the other source. But how many people will have 2 borewells like that? Unless the land is very big. So any questions on media? So media, how do we test the media? So when we get the cocoa beet for trial, or it's sent to us as a trial consignment, small block of blocks. What we do, we hydrate that cocoa beet. That means we pour water, hydrate it, and before we hydrate it, there is the water which we are going to which we check the water which we are going to use for this test. What is the EC pH? Write it down. Then what we do, we take a mug, clean mug. After hydration, we take 2 mugs of the cocoa beet, just by volume, not by weight. Just take it, scoop it, press it a bit, and put it into a very clean bowl, which has been washed with 0 EC water. Then take 1 mug of water, same volume, and pour it into that. Then just squeeze it with clean hands. Wash your hands really well. Clean hands. Squeeze it for a minute or 2. Drain it through a strainer. Take that water and check the EC pH. So the water you are using to test for EC pH, you know what the EC is. Say for example, your water EC was 0.5. After doing the squeezing and testing, you have actually squeezed the salt out of the media. When you test it, if you see 0.5 was your original water and you are getting 0.8. What does it mean? It means that the media's EC is 0.3. Water was 0.5. This is 0.3. Add it together, it comes to 0.8. That is how you test the EC. pH also, whatever pH you are giving, pH, but again pH may averaging ho jata hai. Some averaging will happen there. Don't worry, it's more important than pH is the EC. pH you can control it. I told you, using acid and up and down and all. It is the EC which is troublesome. So this is how you do it. 2 mugs of cocoa beet, 1 mug of water. Just squeeze it nicely in a clean bowl. Test the post doing that. Test the EC. Then whatever is more coming out. If nothing comes out and it's still 0.5, that means your cocoa beet is 0 EC. I've seen such cocoa beet. 0 EC cocoa beet. I've come across. So that's how you test it. So write that down. This is a good procedure to do. When you're testing cocoa beet coming from factory.